The Epic of Gilgamesh, a tale that has journeyed across millennia, hails from an era more than 4,000 years past during the Bronze Age. Peering backward through the mists of time, we see its indelible imprint on the tapestry of human civilization. Far from a common epic, it's a transformative narrative that has woven its way through time and into our collective consciousness. This saga wasn't merely penned, but painstakingly etched. Its medium was not paper, nor papyrus, but clay tablets. 12 tablets, to be precise. This choice of medium, raw and resilient, indicates the import of the message it bore. Crafted from clay, robust and enduring, these tablets were designed to weather the inexorable march of time, akin to the tale they held within. The Epic of Gilgamesh springs from the soil of Mesopotamia, a civilization of great power and cultural wealth that flourished between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, in the land we now call Iraq. The Mesopotamians were trailblazers in many fields, molding the trajectory of human history with their pioneering advances in writing, law, and urban development. This epic was conceived in this cradle of civilization, amidst their thriving city-states and extensively cultivated farmlands. Inscribed in an often cryptic cuneiform script, the Epic of Gilgamesh was intended for a learned and cultured audience. Cuneiform, the system of writing devised by the Sumerians, represents one of humanity's earliest ventures into written communication. Each wedge-shaped mark was carefully pressed into wet clay with a stylus, a process demanding skill, patience, and precision. This epic tale, however, is more than just an adventure. At its heart, it's a profound exploration of what it means to be human. It presents a deep dive into the vast ocean of human emotions, reflecting our perpetual quest for purpose and significance. The narrative pivots around King Gilgamesh, a figure of grand scale and great consequence. His sojourn abounds with encounters with gods and monsters, as well as the unwavering companionship of his loyal friend, Enkidu. Their shared experiences form the backbone of the narrative, underscoring the profound strength of friendship. Yet, Gilgamesh's pursuit of immortality serves as the beating heart of the narrative. It's a theme that echoes with our own existential wrestling, scrutinizing human ambition and our yearning to transcend our natural limits. It presents a poignant reminder of our mortality, our terror of death, and our futile chase after eternal life. Gilgamesh may not find the immortality he sought, but he gains something much more invaluable: a deeper understanding of his own mortality. This ancient tale, with origins dating back to the 3rd millennium BC, offers us a reflective lens to examine our own lives, posing profound questions about our existence. The Epic of Gilgamesh serves as a memento of our own mortality, the ephemeral nature of life, and the enduring power of friendship. The Epic of Gilgamesh is a cornerstone of ancient literature, a testament to the perennial spirit of human creativity and expression. Resounding with ageless themes and universal truths, it maintains a powerful resonance with contemporary readers. Gilgamesh's journey, both physical and spiritual, mirrors our own search for understanding, for meaning, for connection. It serves as a reminder of our shared humanity, our collective past, and our ceaseless desire to leave an indelible mark on the world. The tale is a journey of friendship, a quest for immortality, and a man's struggle to comprehend his own mortality. Our saga commences with Gilgamesh, a being of celestial stature who was the sovereign ruler of the ancient and grand city of Uruk, located between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. Uruk, a bustling hub of trade and culture, was renowned for its massive walls, intricately designed temples, and ziggurats, reflecting the prosperity and architectural prowess of the Sumerian civilization. Gilgamesh, a man of grand stature and incomparable beauty, was a sight to behold. His presence alone, with his eyes of the early morning sky and raven-black hair, inspired reverence and awe. This divine physicality was a testament to his celestial lineage, as he was 2/3 god and 1/3 human. His reputation for his charismatic charm, exceptional beauty, and Herculean strength reverberated beyond the expansive walls of Uruk. The power vested in him enabled him to command vast armies, leading his people into battles with an unbeatable strategy and emerging victorious every time. His formidable physical strength was matched by his indomitable will and the determination to rule, which made him an invincible leader. However, beneath the veneer of his exceptional qualities, Gilgamesh's reign was marked with tyranny. ruled with an iron fist, imposing absolute commands and unyielding laws. The people of Uruk, subjected to his harsh rule, faced the grim realities of their once prosperous kingdom, now under the reign of a despot. Gilgamesh's arrogant contempt for the common populace made life unbearable within the once thriving city. The citizens of Uruk, their spirit crushed under Gilgamesh's oppressive rule, found themselves in a state of desolation. Their pleas for justice and yearnings for a better life evanesced into the winds of Uruk. This once thriving civilization, full of life and culture, was transformed into a desolate realm under Gilgamesh's reign. As time passed, the lamentation of the people grew louder, their cries resonating within the fortified city walls. Their despair transformed into prayers, their pleas echoing in the celestial realm, yearning for divine intervention to deliver them from their tyrannical leader. The gods, hearing these desperate pleas, decided to bring a solution. Their collective will converge to introduce a new force into the unfolding drama of Uruk, to balance the scales against the oppressive rule of Gilgamesh. They sought to create a challenger, a foil to mirror the errors of Gilgamesh and restore harmony. Their answer was manifested in Enkidu, a wild man created by the goddess Aruru. Born not from a mortal womb, but sculpted from the earth and water, Enkidu was molded by divine hands to stand equal to Gilgamesh. His creation was the god's response to the desperate pleas of the oppressed, a direct confrontation to Gilgamesh. Enkidu was destined to act as a reflection of the erring Gilgamesh and restore balance to the city of Uruk. The story of Gilgamesh Enkidu is an epic of power, humility, tyranny, and redemption. It is a timeless tale of the eternal struggle between the divine and the mortal, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the gods' infinite wisdom. However, our current focus shifts to the wild man, Enkidu, born of the earth, the formidable challenger to the mighty Gilgamesh. Enkidu, a symbol of the wild, untamed nature, confronted Gilgamesh, a representation of civilization. The entire cosmos appeared to draw a breath, anticipating the impending clash between the two colossal figures. The sun halted its journey, casting an eerie shadow across the barren, dust-laden plains of Uruk. There was a palpable tension in the air. The earth gripped in an anxious silence, and even time seemed to freeze in anticipation. Under the boundless canvas of the sky, Enkidu, the embodiment of raw and untamed natural force, revealed an unwavering resolve. He was a creature born of the wilderness, a personification of the untethered power of nature. His eyes, mirroring the freedom of the open plains and the capricious fury of a storm, were locked onto Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh, the divine human combination, was an awe-inspiring sight. His eyes mirrored his inner self, reflecting an intriguing mixture of arrogance, intellect, and unflinching strength. His sculpted physique radiated an invincible aura, the aura. The tension escalated as both figures studied each other, acknowledging the strength of the other, yet fueled by an intense desire to establish their dominance. This tense silence shattered when Enkidu, with a primal roar, launched himself at Gilgamesh, the earth trembling under the force of his strides. Gilgamesh, however, remained unmoved, undaunted by the ferocity of his opponent. He retaliated with a charge equally powerful, meeting Enkidu's attack head-on. What followed was a battle of an unparalleled scale. The earth quivered, the air was filled with the resonance of their clashing weapons, and the heavens echoed their fierce combat. Their fighting was both terrifying and awe-inspiring, a testament to their tremendous power. It was a dance of dominance and might, a ballet of brute force and skill. Each strike was met with a counter, each assault reciprocated with equal vigor. Their battle was relentless, neither showing signs of relenting or accepting. Their bodies glistened with sweat, muscles taut with exertion under the harsh sun, but they showed no trace of weakness. The battle seemed to continue for an eternity, its outcome hanging on a thread. Their strength, determination, and endurance were evenly matched, resulting in a deadlock. They bore wounds and bruises, yet their spirits remained undefeated, recognizing the pointlessness of a battle with no possible victor. This confrontation, which began as a contest for supremacy, took an unexpected turn. Animosity and rivalry were replaced with a profound and lasting friendship. They saw in each other their own reflection of strength, bravery, and tenacity. They found a bond that transcended the battlefield, a kinship that morphed their relationship. The influence of this battle and subsequent friendship on Gilgamesh was transformative. The encounter served as a mirror reflecting his tyrannical ways. Touched by the noble spirit of Enkidu, Gilgamesh underwent a metamorphosis. He transitioned from a despotic ruler to a benevolent king, a change that reshaped his views towards his kingdom and his subjects. The friendship and the battle with Enkidu left a lasting imprint on Gilgamesh's reign, marking a turning point in his rulership. Spurred by their shared resolve, the comrades Gilgamesh and Enkidu summoned the grit to face life's harshest trials. Their camaraderie had thrived amidst hardship, their bond tougher than the most durable metal. Unflinching and relentless, they embarked on a journey, a sequence of captivating escapades that would challenge their courage and stretch their resilience. Their hearts throbbed with exhilaration, their spirits buoyant with expectation, ignited their dedication. Their initial destination was the fabled Cedar Forest, a locale veiled in legends and shrouded in riddles, where risks and doubts concealed behind each tree. Here dwelled Humbaba, the fearsome guardian. Merely its moniker was sufficient to trigger a chill. Humbaba, the dread of a being so grotesquely terrifying it was alleged to be the concrete manifestation of terrors. Yet the valiant companions were not intimidated. They marched into the woods with brave hearts. The towering cedars swayed, murmuring tales of bygone terrors. The unsettling silence was disrupted solely by their unified strides. The further they delved, the darker it turned, until they were entirely engulfed by the forest's gloom. They felt scrutinized, hunted, yet they trod on, their determination steadfast. Their unavoidable encounter with Humbaba was a monumental struggle. The creature bellowed, its outcry causing the forest to tremble. But the friends held their position, their expressions resolute, their hearts steady. The conflict was intense, atmosphere dense with suspense. They defended with all their might, their blades clashing against Humbaba's robust exterior. They maneuvered, deflected, and struck with accuracy, until at last, following hours of tenacious combat, they slew the beast, liberating the woodland from its terror reign. Their triumphant comeback was met with awe and admiration. They had achieved the unimaginable. They were heroes, their monikers resonated across their existence. Nevertheless, their heroic acts were not devoid of repercussions. The deity Ishtar, a godly entity renowned for her allure and might, became aware of their feats. Captivated and mesmerized by their courage and unity, she approached them with romantic intentions. But the companions, unfailingly faithful to each other and their mission, resisted her charm. They spurned her advances, favoring brotherhood over seduction, a choice that irked the goddess. Their rejection kindled her anger, resulting in a sequence of divine interferences. The gods, influenced by Ishtar's fury, opted to inflict an unfair punishment. They selected Enkidu, the one with a heart as pure as pristine waters, as their target. His demise was sudden, an unexpected strike that left all astounded. The sudden death of Enkidu plunged Gilgamesh into an abyss of sorrow, a depth of despair that seemed unbearable and almost insurmountable. His dear friend Enkidu had been more than just a companion to him. They were kindred spirits, bound together by an unbreakable bond of fellowship that transcended mere companionship. The loss of Enkidu was akin to losing a part of himself, a piece that was torn away, leaving behind a gaping void. His heart was not merely broken, but shattered, unable to be mended by his vast wealth, his heroic accomplishments, or even his indomitable bravery. This loss felt so profound, so debilitating, that it forced Gilgamesh to confront the harsh reality of mortality. It was this existential pain, this gut-wrenching realization of the inevitable end that all mortals face, that weighed heavily on him. His usually robust and strapping form seemed to shrivel under this burden, leaving him as frail and fragile as a leaf falling in the autumn breeze. But this realization, as harsh as it was, sparked a flame within Gilgamesh. It ignited within him a fierce determination, a resolution as solid as the mountains. The thought of death, the fear of non-existence, was replaced with a burning desire for immortality. He was ready to defy the very laws of nature, to challenge the divine will of the gods, to attain eternal life. And so, Gilgamesh embarked on his quest, a relentless, arduous journey that would demand all his courage, his strength, and his resolve. He bid farewell to the familiarity of his kingdom, the security of his throne, the comforts of his royal life and stepped into the vast unknown. This journey was no easy feat. It was fraught with countless trials and tribulations, perilous challenges and daunting tasks. Yet his gaze remained unwavering, his desire for immortality burning brighter than ever. His journey took him to the ends of the earth, across desolate deserts and towering mountains, through terrifying storms and vicious battles. His ultimate destination was the Sea of Death, a terrifying expanse of water reputed to be the boundary between the mortal world and the realm of the gods. It was a sea that no mortal had ever crossed. But Gilgamesh was no ordinary mortal. His resolve was steadfast, his determination unwavering. Braving the dangers and uncertainties, he dared to cross the Sea of Death. Beyond the sea, he met Utnapishtim, the only mortal to ever achieve immortality. Gilgamesh had endured more than any mortal could bear, faced trials that would have broken any lesser man. But he was Gilgamesh, a king, a warrior, a demigod, and his resolve was unbroken. He was ready to defy the laws of nature, to challenge the divine will, all in the name of immortality. Utnapishtim, the immortal, was the final beacon of hope in his arduous quest, the ultimate answer to his relentless pursuit of eternal life. Utnapishtim, a figure cloaked in enigma and intrigue, constructs a series of challenges for Gilgamesh, the central character in the narrative. However, these are not ordinary tasks. Instead, they embody a series of trials meticulously shaped to test and stretch Gilgamesh's physical prowess, mental tenacity, and spiritual strength to their limits. Each trial is a complex, perilous, and demanding test of endurance. Despite the daunting nature of these trials, Gilgamesh, the hero of our tale, resolutely confronts each one of them with an unyielding determination to conquer. Unfortunately, despite his valiant efforts, he succumbs to each trial, falling short of exhibiting the invulnerability he sought. His repeated failures cast a harsh light on the harsh reality of his quest, a journey marked not by triumphs, but by a series of disappointments. It is on this backdrop of failure that Utnapishtim, a wise and seasoned entity, unveils a tale transcending the constraints of time and geography, the story of a catastrophic flood. This tale, passed down through generations and across continents, narrates the story of a man selected by a divine entity to construct an ark, a safe haven designed to shield all species from an impending flood sent as divine punishment. The tale bears a striking resemblance to the biblical narrative of Noah and his ark, a story that has withstood the passage of time. As our curiosity is piqued by the striking parallels between the Mesopotamian myth and the biblical tale, we are compelled to dig deeper into the intertwined fabric of these ancient narratives. It invites us to delve into speculation and question whether these tales, separated by time and location, could share a common root or inspiration. Or perhaps the resemblance is a mere stroke of coincidence, a play of destiny. Gilgamesh's failures do not go unnoticed by Utnapishtim. He is gifted a plant that promises the restoration of youth, a consolation for his trials. However, a cruel twist of fate awaits him. A snake, a symbol often linked with betrayal, steals away the magical plant during Gilgamesh's slumber. This incident serves as a potent reminder of the transient and unpredictable nature of life, power, and youth. After undergoing a series of physical and emotional trials, the encounter with the Great Flood narrative, a brief glimmer of hope for immortality, and the subsequent loss of the precious plant, Gilgamesh undergoes an immense transformation. He returns to Uruk, his kingdom, empty-handed, his only possessions being the profound lessons he has learned on this journey. His quest for immortality ironically leads him to understand the depth of mortality, the transience of life's moments, and the inescapable reality of change. The Epic of Gilgamesh, at its core, is a myriad of life lessons and universal themes that echo across human civilization even today. The story starts with a king, Gilgamesh, who is a classic image of arrogance and misuse of power. Set in the ancient city of Uruk, the tale thrusts us into a world where leadership is often equated with tyranny. This scenario serves as a stark reminder of the pitfalls of power when it's not tempered with wisdom, a lesson that remains timely and crucial in today's world. The plot introduces Enkidu, a figure molded from clay and water by the goddess Aruru. He stands as a symbol of humility, a stark contrast to the high-handed king. Their initial conflict morphs into a deep bond, which becomes instrumental in Gilgamesh's transformation. This aspect of the story emphasizes the importance of companionship and mutual respect. It shows the power of unity and how it can lead to personal growth, a sentiment that still resonates with modern audiences. From this point, the story delves into themes such as heroism, human mortality, and the vain pursuit of immortality. The narrative highlights the heroics of Gilgamesh and Enkidu as they slay the bull of heaven and protect their city, highlighting the fleeting nature of power, glory, and life itself. This subplot serves as a powerful metaphor for today's world, urging us to seek purpose beyond power and glory. The Epic of Gilgamesh doesn't shy away from confronting the stark reality of human mortality. The death of Enkidu sends Gilgamesh into a spiral of grief and fear, pushing him onto a quest for immortality that is both futile and despair-ridden. This narrative thread is perhaps one of the most relatable aspects for contemporary audiences, as it forces us to confront our mortality and the impermanence of life. The story urges us to live life with a sense of purpose and to create that transcends our existence. It imparts a timeless message that true immortality doesn't lie in eternal life, but rather in the impact we make and the memories we leave behind. This truth is embodied in Gilgamesh's final realization. Through this ancient tale, the Epic of Gilgamesh, we are subtly reminded of our shared human experience, making it a timeless piece of literature that continues to resonate with diverse audiences, echoing through the corridors of time.